We are going through a very shifting time in the feminine-masculine dynamic, both within us as individuals, for men and women, and also collectively in relationships. And we see this even with the rise of movies that are becoming very popular, like Ends With Us with Blake Lively, that is out at the moment, about the feminine stepping into her empowerment, walking away from wounds and walking away from relationships that are abusive. Now, and abuse can also include emotional abuse. Abuse also includes unhealthy relationships, or relationships where we have to bite our tongue, suffer, and shut down our intuition to stay in them. You know, there are all shades of abuse here. And so we're going through a very powerful shift in the feminine, because the feminine has been codependent for so long, and so has parked and self-abandoned her needs for many, many years, generationally, to be able to stay in relationships. What we must understand as women is that by not leaving men when we should have left them, by being codependent, actually what we've done is we've enabled the masculine to remain in a relationship while in a teenage-like or low vibrational wounded state. If the feminine doesn't leave, she enables the masculine to stay in his head, to stay a boy, to stay a child. And so this is where, as the feminine, we must own that we inspire a man to be a better man, and that when we stay through bad behaviour, not what we deserve, when we stay when shit is delivered, we actually co-create and enable the masculine to keep doing these things to us. It doesn't make a bad man good. It doesn't improve a man. The wounded feminine moves like that. And then what happens is that the wounded feminine can then go on to step into her masculine. So now she's overcompensating for a man. She's carrying the relationship. She's doing everything for him. She's the strong one. So now, on top of her wounds, she's now also got resentment, feelings of not being appreciated, of like she's doing everything, like she's the one that's the most capable and most reliable one, and so sometimes we have one or the other, or we have a woman with both. And this is where, as a feminine, the fact that generationally and socially we were made to be codependent, almost glamorized to be in that kind of trad wife, stay-at-home space, that it's actually not brought out the best in the feminine. It's made her fearful to leave and walk away. And so on your healing journey, you must own this, that leaving a relationship does not cancel out the 20 or 25 years of patterning of you being in your wounds or being in your masculine. You leaving a relationship doesn't change that. You've just exited the relationship you've co-created and enabled to be the way that it was because of your innate patterning. Actually, a woman that ends up more in her masculine in a relationship always entered the relationship more in her masculine. And a woman that ends up more in her wounds, more feminine wounded in a relationship, always had wounding before she entered the relationship. That was what was part of their attraction and match to you. I would love to know, if you click this heart, does this make sense to you? Have I explained this well?